Really hate how loud he is. Alright, so this is Darkness. Really strange archipelago run. The miner hat I haven't prototyped yet. This is good sanity recovery, but I need the miner hat early. Wow, this is such a strange run! Didn't give me as much cut grass as I thought it would. I need 12 for the miner hat. I need more for rope. This is my miner hat right there. Food. Alright, so at the beginning of every map, just pick up what you can from your immediate surroundings. I'm still really at a loss of words because of the previous map, how it ended. I just feel so lost. It's really unorthodox to end a map like that. "20 cut grass." Let's start by making 2 ropes. One rope is for the I don't have enough twigs. You can do this map without the miner hat. It's not impossible. It's just harder. So you just want to find the closest edge as usual, and go along the edge. Wow. I'm still at a loss because of the previous map. I guess we just do it then. So, pre-built alchemy engine from one of the previous maps, build a straw hat. Oh, I need gold, don't I? I just made a mistake, didn't I? I'm so lost right now. I'm like seriously super lost. I need 1 gold. I need to pick up flint from nearby. Hey Milk, what's up? You can't change the video quality because Twitch doesn't let me do that, or let my viewers do that. You gotta be more important for that. Oh my god, is there no flint? Well, rip this run. Ah! Always pick up 2 flint before you decide to make something with it, because there's a very good chance you don't get more flint, and the only way to get more flint is to use 2 to mine stuff, to build a pickaxe, to be able to mine stuff. The text is so cringy, yeah, I know. It's, that's Mystery Dungeon for you. Alright, so the goal now is just to find the edge and explore, but resources are kind of scarce. I'll have to be aware of that. Yeah, you're stuck on source, the default. But it's always been like that. Have you had problems before today? Because I didn't change anything. In fact, I even made it better. I lowered the quality by a lot. Does it get any better? It depends on which character. Like, some characters just have an accent. That's the problem, right? To distinguish the different character types, I guess, archetypes. What's my max health? 180. I haven't been eating gears, as you can see. I have 3 of these to be able to make a hammer if I need to. Running low on food. I spent a lot of time doing nothing. There's no ice here as well. I have to, I think, come back here afterwards for there to be ice. Well, you don't have to, I guess it is kind of annoying still. But as long as you don't read it out loud, it doesn't seem that bad, the accents. It's mostly Nuzleaf that bugs me. The other ones are okay. Oh, food, hello. Talking about Super Mystery Dungeon Pokemon. It's still a fun game, that's the thing. You can still get the game because it's a fun game. Alright, back to this game though. I need grass really, really badly. But what I'm going to do right now is explore the immediate surroundings of this biome. So once I finish that, then I'll be off to another one. If you run into an intersection on a map like this, with basically every map like this, the game is afoot, a cold reception, King of Winter, if you run into some kind of intersection that connects one biome to the other, then don't go through it until you're finished exploring the entire area. That's just one thing to keep in mind. As for spiders on this map, try to avoid walking over their nests. If you walk over their nests, then they stay out in the open forever, and that's not good. Yokai Watch is really good. It's really fun. I didn't expect it to be that fun, but I mean, I played it for like 80 hours, so it's gotta be fun somehow, for some reason. I don't usually play a game for that long, unless it's really fun. You gotta play the game to see. Alright, so grass is the #1 priority right now. Food is #2 priority. Barely have any food to get to continue sustaining myself. Monster meat is an option, I guess. I mean, I could just eat the gears, right? But that's cheating. I'm gonna try and avoid doing that. I'm gonna try and play this as if I were another character. This is, actually I'm gonna go through here. Damn. Spider placement is really bad there. This is most likely a dead end, but I want to check just to make sure. The trap intersection is often like an actual trap. There's nothing here but traps. It doesn't lead anywhere, and that seems to be the case again. But unfortunately, those spiders are now out forever. Which means you can walk through their spider nest without them aggroing or drawing their attention. But they are still there. Fortunately, though, I'm about to leave this area, I believe. I'm almost done exploring. Seems to be something on this side. Keep that in mind when I exit this area. Oh, this is now useless because I did prototype the miner hat. There are some pig houses over there, so that's food. Just need a hammer for it now. I'm gonna try and avoid these spiders if I can. Wow, there's a lot of spiders here. Is that a miner hat over there? Great. That's great. Usually the set piece with a pickaxe and a bunch of stuff around it, that's the miner hat set piece. If you get it early, you're good to go. If you get it now, like after you get everything, it's kind of like a slap to the face. Alright, so I'm okay on food now. Kinda. Yeah, I'm okay on food. Alright. No, I'm not okay on food. I am not okay on food because I'm not getting any grass. Oh my god, I'm not getting any grass. I am in serious trouble now. This is one of those RNG things in the game that actually hurts. On adventure mode, it's often the case where the map generates a lot of a resource and very few of another. In this case, it's grass. And the only way for me to get grass... Oh my god. Is to get it here. I have to make a hammer if I want to get more grass from the grass walls, the hay walls. I have to make a hammer if I want to make food, or get food from the pig houses. So I'm gonna take the less risky approach and just backtrack. It's the less efficient, but it's also the less risky approach. If I run into 3 pieces of grass, then I'm good to go. Or, should be 3, yeah. So the forest biome could have grass. I'm gonna go through there. I might have missed one near the grassland biome, so I'm gonna check over there as well. Since you don't get too much vision by just walking around like this with your light on, use your map to gain vision of the area if you can't see fully. You might see some grass around. It's a good idea for finding stuff as well if you're in the dark. What am I doing on twigs? Twigs are somewhat scarce as well. Sleep dart is not very useful, but I'll take it anyway. I have the inventory space for it. There's one grass there. I hope it's actually there. No, it's not. Okay, we're in trouble then. I don't usually say this, but yeah, we're in trouble. Actually in trouble. Because I need food, and the only way to get food is with grass. Jeez. I got everything. Alright, we're gonna have to rush this. I mean, there are gears. Again, there are gears. But it's like cheating. And that's not fun. I guess in order to preserve the run, I'll use gears as a last resort. But until then, I've got 2 pieces of meat to go on. So good luck. Alright, so I'm going to go through the marsh biome. I'm gonna make a shovel. This is an obelisk map, so getting sanity-based items is a good idea. That would be the mushrooms in this case. So if I run into any mushrooms in this area, I will shovel them up. The thing about not having twigs is that you can get twigs from spiky bushes. You almost always have spiky bushes. Is that an obelisk? Oh, it's a rock boundary. Twigs are easy to get. Grass is not easy to get. You can get twigs from this stuff too. Pigheads give you twigs. But if you have no hammer, you can't get anything, and you need the grass for the hammer. There is food though. There are worms. So maybe I should have killed them. There was some consideration to killing them, but I'm trying to move as fast as I can and finish the map. This is one of those situations where... Is that a rot trap? When you encounter a rot trap, drop all of your freshness-based items and then open it. The reason why I'm keeping these is because I'm gonna go through obelisks most likely, and having these blueprints gives me 15 sanity each. It's a good idea to have ways to manipulate your sanity, because so far I'm not getting much of anything. I'll drop the sleep dart if I have to. What else can I drop? I think that's basically it for now. The thing is in this area. I'll come back to that eventually. I just want to explore the area first. But I am running out of time. Stop them from going back by staring at them. Let me get the tentacle to fight them. Oops! I was watching them instead of me. That was a big chunk of health gone. Kind of desperate. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a little bit of food to sustain me. That hit though. Damn, this run really sucks. So I'm just gonna try and finish it, if possible, as fast as I can. What else can I drop? I really don't want to use these, but yeah, let's do this. The problem with doing that is I don't have a weapon anymore. But if I get meat, there are ways to get weapons. The handbat is an option always. So most likely it's going to circle around this way, and then when I go back this way, I'm gonna walk over here and pick up the thing, wherever it is. It's in that general area. Also in that area, the worms and the tentacles were fighting. So if I head back over there, there's probably a good chance that I'll pick up some food as well. If anything, I can eat the blue mushrooms to restore some hunger and health, but it costs me sanity. But luckily I have a way to recover sanity at the moment, without actually having to make a fire. Otherwise I would have to make a fire and cook the mushrooms to recover sanity. Alright, so I know it's around here somewhere, so I'm gonna, instead of exploring the edge, I'm gonna keep on going. If it's the metal potato thing, then I lucked out. If it's not, then this run really sucks. It's the ring thing. This run really sucks. Okay, I'll eat the fish. Mushrooms will be useful eventually. Once I actually make a fire. I pre-built a fire from the previous map, so... again, pre-building is a good idea. That'll come in handy once I actually need to recover sanity and I have no actual way to do it. I really want to keep the blueprints though. But the inventory space, if it really comes down to it, then I will just remove one of the blueprints, eat it up for sanity. The blueprints work the exact same way as prototyping from a science machine or an alchemy engine. We should probably mention that. So every time you do that, you get 15 sanity back. My sanity is getting dangerously low. I think I probably should have not made the second bug net. I'm really used to making a second bug net. There's the fish. Because having this many fireflies basically guarantees that you'll have enough fuel for the entire map. Though of course there's that risk of not having any grass left. Well, that's gonna take forever if this keeps up. Ow. Oh, it was injured. Okay, good. Alright, so this is one of the intersections. It's the rock one. So all you have to do is mine through 2 rocks on each side and get through it. In some cases, the placement of these rocks is really awkward. So you may find yourself in a situation where, like the side here, you can actually just pass through it. The rocks don't actually block you. If that happens, then consider yourself pretty lucky. So we're in another forest biome. Forest? Yeah, forest. Forest. Yeah, forest. Okay. Been second-guessing myself a lot during this run. So there is a low chance for grass to appear, but there's a bigger chance that the grass will actually not have any grass. Never mind. It's a curse. I just shouldn't say anything about it. I believe this is another intersection? No, it's a rocky biome. Okay, since it's a rocky biome, and I don't know if there's grass there, there's only a chance for there to be grass there. There's no point taking the risk, wasting time. So I'm just gonna continue exploring. Gotta keep an eye on my health, gotta keep an eye on my sanity, especially. But I have enough stuff to make a science machine if I really do need sanity. The reason why on the previous parts, the previous chapters, I didn't actually prototype as many items as I could is actually because I wanted to use them to manipulate my sanity in the future. And since the feature is now, if I run into obelisks, I'll have another way of getting past them. Not just with items, but with prototyping. And also keep an eye on your miner hat. Oh, I have two of them, right. I picked up one of them. Stupid game decided to give me another miner hat instead of grass. But yeah, the miner hat doesn't disappear. So, you don't have to worry too much about it. It's just a good idea to always keep an eye on your resources. I'm messing up this run, this map anyway. The last map kind of messed with me a little bit. I like these things. If only I had a hammer. Hammer could break down everything. Give me more grass. I'm not actually sure if you get 1 or 2 pieces of grass, or even 0 from them. It's a really strange item to break down. Walls are really inefficient when you break them down. Because when you make a wall, they give you like 6 pieces. So each individual wall is not worth it. Not worth that much. There's grass here for sure. But there's also killer bees here, for sure. Damn. This run is ridiculous. Alright, I'm just gonna recover health. Mushrooms, blue mushrooms give you health when you eat them. They lower your sanity. I don't really care too much about sanity right now. It's gonna go down anyway. So there's something here in the middle. I guess I missed it. I have to explore this area anyway. There could be another intersection on this side. Hear when shadow creatures spawn by the wispy sound they make. If it's a terror beak, it growls at you. That's when you should be really careful, because those things are really, really dangerous. If you can't see anything because of low sanity, your screen kind of gets all fuzzy and bright. You can actually hover your mouse over... something's there. Did it growl? I think it growled. Wow, ran away. Okay, so that's another piece of grass for me. There's another one up here. It's another terror beak. This campfire is in preparation for the future. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of backtracking very soon, I think. Oh my god. No, my grass! I hate my run. I hate this run so much. I'm so tilted from the previous map. These things do like no damage. The not the terror beaks, they do a lot of damage. The item I'm holding. One of them disappeared. This is such a horrible run. I hate this run so much. Alright, luckily one of them disappeared. Otherwise I would have had to nuke my sanity with my mushrooms. Not dead yet. Even with the gears. Even without the gears, I'm fine. But I did burn down one of my grass tufts, unfortunately. Alright, well, that happened. So I'm trying to find grass and whatever the thing is that's making this signal go crazy right now. Should be somewhere in the middle there. The box thing. Well, at least I get a weapon now. Box thing always comes with a spear. Just gonna pick that up. What to do. I wasted the campfire. I should still use the campfire. Alright, well, I get some hunger back by doing that. Also get my health back. But unfortunately, I'm actually out of healing items now. And I still need... No, I don't need grass. I need to go back a little bit, I think. Go back over there to get some food. This is a really inefficient run. Inefficient, time-consuming, item spamming, damage-taking run. Awful, awful. Might as well hit the touchstone. The pigs are reliable food. If you see pig houses, then you know that you can get food from it. And because I don't know how much food I'm going to get in the future, I'm just going to backtrack here and play it safe. Any blue mushrooms I run into, I'm gonna shovel them up for sure. need them as healing items. Just test something before I hammer down these houses. Oh no, not again. Okay, so you get one. I thought it was one. Wait, what am I doing? I have a weapon. I'm so tilted. Oh my god. Alright, so that's some food and the ham bat. If you kill too many pigs, the Krampus will spawn, but I won't actually reach that point. You gotta kill a lot of pigs. Wow, where's my meat? That hissing sound is the Krampus, but I don't need to worry about him. Grass grew back, really? Oh, there's grass for you. Been wasting way too much time on this map. Oh, jeez, no. So give me back 33 sanity once I kill it. Normally if you have healing items, this is when you want to use them. But unfortunately I don't have any. I mean, even if the Krampus does spawn, it doesn't really matter that much. It's not gonna aggro onto you and try and kill you. Plus, you could think of it as a source of food. They do drop monster meat, so if you ever need monster meat, you can just kill them. So I'm at 5 pieces of cut grass now. I guess it's bee time. So what I'm going to do with the bees is trigger the bees, trigger the spiders, and I'm going to make the bees and the spiders fight each other. Might as well get the plan out beforehand. Sanity will be in dangerously low levels very soon, but I don't want to recover all my sanity. There could be obelisks, and I might need to lower my sanity to pass through them. So the plan now, temporarily, is to just get the spiders and the bees to fight each other. I will do this, though. A little bit of sanity is okay for now. Need the hunger more than anything. That's why I'm doing this. Alright, so trigger the bees, trigger the spiders. Once the bees de-aggro from me, they're gonna aggro onto the spiders, and they're gonna end up fighting. Hope I didn't miss. If I missed, then that wouldn't happen. Okay, there we go. Do the same thing with these. It's gonna take a little bit to de-aggro. It's really annoying, but this is one way to deal with spiders and bees at the same time. You just want to use them as decoys. Now, this game can be pretty challenging for newer players. The bees normally respawn. This is where the fire staff becomes very useful. The fire staff does cost sanity, so keep that in mind. Another reason to recover sanity. There's a serious war going on right now. So there are spiders that are on the loose. If I do run into any spiders, then I'll be in trouble. Especially the spider warriors. Spider warriors are very dangerous. These have really huge aggro range, so you gotta be careful near them. Especially this one. This one's gonna aggro me very soon, I think. Even in areas where there's an abundance of grass, there's no grass. That's fine. I got through the bee area for now, so I'm just gonna keep going along the edge. I'm back in a grassland biome, which means I can potentially get some blue mushrooms here. This is the second place they spawn in. The other one is the marsh biome. It seems like I'm approaching the correct location. Signal's getting a little bit stronger, but I'm not going to search for it. I'm just going to go along the edge as usual. Plus, it seems to be along the edge anyway. I'm not going to get that. It's going to trigger the nest. It's not worth it. It is the crank thing. Also known as, I could also get a meat thing. Krampus is really angry right now. Killing innocent creatures. A lot of them. Signal's really high still. That means that there are two things next to each other. But there's a very good chance it's over here. There's a McTusk there, that's funny. I don't think this map ever hits winter unless you stay here for a very long time. If ever. I'm not actually sure. I hear more bees. The grassland biome often has bees. If you run into bees, just consider it as an intersection and just stop. Go along the edge and try not to trigger them. Alright, so there's a split here. This is interesting. Something is over here. And there's probably something over here, too. Let's just keep going. Signal's getting weaker. There could also be bees here. It is a grassland biome. The grassland biome is where the bees are. You can see the light green. The bees like the light green. Over here, too. It's a red mushroom. It's a really terrible mushroom compared to the other ones. Not very useful overall. Let's see, what can I drop? I want to keep this because I want to cook it. Wow, there's really nothing to drop. I guess I'll just drop this. Or this. Red mushrooms damage you for 20 health. That's the reason why they're usually not considered as good. But if you absolutely need hunger, you trade your health for hunger. It's basically how the mushrooms work. If you need a stat really badly, you gotta pay for it. Let's see, how many petals are in the area? There's some consideration to eating this and picking the petals for sanity. Oh. Oh. Less of that now. There's something near me. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's this thing. Okay. It's gonna trigger in about 15 sanity or so. 12 or so. In case I need more grass, I'm just picking more grass because there's a chance I will need it. A low chance, but a chance regardless. 15 sanity right here. Let's see if there's any more. It's 20, 25. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, it's not good enough. There we go. It's good enough now. I don't know what my max sanity is, actually. Alright, so... there is no actual branch. It's just one big biome. And the intersections between the biomes are on opposite ends. That's the only thing it was. It looked weird for a second. I thought it was going to lead to another biome, but it doesn't actually lead anywhere. So I'm just going to cut through and go back on schedule to where I'm going to go next. It's enough sanity for now. You can just pick up the pedal and drop it immediately if you have no inventory space. Poke at this from here, maybe? From here? Just pressing spacebar and right click. Pick up, drop, pick up, drop. Okay, so I'm out of the grassland, or the danger area of the grasslands, and I'm moving on to the next area. Signal's getting stronger, and there's only one more thing for me to get, is the metal potato thing, which would have been very nice if I got it in the very beginning, and now it's raining. Wow. Cool. So I'm going to take damage over time. Because machines do not like water. This is a regular beehive, it's not a killer beehive, so they don't release bees on you unless you hit them. And it's not a good idea to hit beehives. Unless you have to, unless you need food or something. They can be a source of honey. There's a savanna biome here, but the signal's coming from this side, so instead of going all the way around, because I only have two things left, there's the metal potato thing and the wooden thing, there's a chance the wooden thing can be here, and the metal potato thing here. So if I pick this up now and head over there, then I'll be done the map. So I'm going to consider this as the edge, and go along the edge, and go backwards a little bit. Another intersection. Another biome. Okay, I'm going to do the same for this. The bird might aggro me. It was pretty close to it. I'm just going to ignore it. The full moon is in 2 days. When the full moon arrives, then the map becomes really, really easy. Basically done. Oh, it's funny how the signal stopped. I wonder why it stopped. Probably not going to be an obelisk. That means I can just go through here and exit the map. Am I okay on items? Yeah, I'm okay on items. Let's go. Lightning kills the night hands. It's pretty funny. Alright, so I'm not really getting a signal. That means it's a good idea for me to just go along the edge. So I'm gonna do that. Once I get the signal, I'm just going to go immediately for the wooden thing, because I have all four things. And essentially, I'm already done the map. The most difficult part of the map is usually the killer bees, and also dealing with certain resource issues like food issues. In this case, grass issues. Grass issues are really, really terrible on this map. Signal's getting stronger, the rain stopped, wetness will go down eventually. I'm just going to let it go down naturally instead of making a fire to stop, because I know I'm near the exit. Oh, there are obelisks still. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to keep on going with the I guess, the rule of how the maps usually work. Don't actually exit the area until you finish exploring, just in case. I'm pretty sure the obelisk, the wooden thing is behind the obelisk, but I'm just gonna go here anyway. There is a chance it's there. Very low chance, but I don't think so. I think it's actually past the obelisk. Like 99% sure it's past the obelisk. I'll just beeline from the middle then. The way obelisks work is that if you have a certain amount of sanity, they act differently. So in this case, the obelisks are blocking my way, which means that my sanity needs to be lower for them to stop blocking the way. But sometimes you get obelisks where they block your way if your sanity is low. So you need to raise your sanity to do that. Knowing how to manipulate your sanity is a huge asset, on adventure mode especially. So I'm gonna eat this green mushroom, minus 50 sanity. Now I'm past here. Let's see, which way to go? I believe this is the right way. Alright, so I see it now, that's the exit. This run has been horrible, but I'm seriously glad it's over. This character is not that fun to play on adventure mode. If you get the game, I mean, if you get a cold reception on the first map, it's absolute hell. If you run into any bad RNG, it can be pretty bad too, but I think I made a lot of mistakes this run. A lot of big mistakes, not even small ones. Small mistakes are forgivable, big mistakes, not as much. Seems like the spiders won the war. I'll take the spoils of war, the gears. Alright, so place the 4 things on top of the wooden thing. Take the divining rod, unlock it. Pick up the spoils of war. Yummy. Sure, I'll take the carrots. And that is adventure mode! Yay, we're done. There's still the epilogue, though. Damn, what a horrible run. I feel bad. I feel so bad that I don't want to put this episode on YouTube. That's how bad I feel. This episode's awful. The beginning was okay. The middle was... last 2 maps. Pure tilt. So you don't actually need the miner hat. You don't need anything for this map. This is kind of like a interactive cutscene. You just kind of see what's going on with everything behind the scenes. Who's pulling the strings? The truth of the situation. I try not to use gears, because they're so broken. I'll show you why in a second. I think this is the same value, 120, 127? 127 health, 127 sanity, and 180... Oh, hunger. Hunger, sanity at 127, 180 health. Alright, so this is Maxwell. This is how you unlock Maxwell. You just take the Divining Rod, unlock him from here, and you trade places with him. Maxwell goes into the game that you're in, and whichever character you're playing goes onto the throne and stays there until you beat adventure mode again and unlock the throne again. So it's like a cycle. You can hit him, but it doesn't do anything. Except lower your sanity. Oh, it's the lightning. Lightning lowers your sanity for WX, but it increases your movement speed for a short while. And this is why I didn't want to eat the gears. Like, what is this broken item, really? What is this broken stuff? Look at that. Oh my god, this item's so broken. Increases his stats every time you eat them, and you heal too. I think that's the max. 200, 400, 300, yeah. So basically, if I ran through adventure mode with these stats, the chance of me dying would be like basically 0, even if I made a billion mistakes. But of course, in order to reach that point, you actually have to do something. You actually have to do really well in the first map if it's the rain map. The rain map will kill you if you don't play it well. Oh, I can't die now, because I'm lighting up the area. I was gonna kill myself with Charlie's help, but I guess I'll just do this. Fire is painful. Damn. That system overload, though, prevented the Sudoku. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten the gears. They make you invincible almost. Yeah, so I don't want Maxwell in this game. Just want to keep him on the throne. This is a throwaway game anyway. But that is the end of this episode. Really terrible episode. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I hope you learned something from the awful gameplay from this episode. And I'll see you next time.